I just wanted you to know that I'll be going to the ball on my own, unless you'd like to take me. Don't tell me. You've already got a partner?
Yeah. There's only one thing going to stop this night from being a complete wipeout, or at least one person.
And who might that be?
Brittany. And she wants to dance with me.
Really?
I've got to look so sharp and so cool. I've got to look better than I've ever looked, or I'll blow it.
Ah! 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 Oh, my God, Nick, what is it?
Nasty. Very nasty.
It's not that bad.
Oh, no. In a dim light, you'll hardly be able to see it.
What do you mean? It's humongous. It's worse than humongous. It's Everest.
One Tree Hill, more like it.
Why me?
Well, I did wonder if all that chocolate last night was such a good idea.
Yeah, thanks for the great advice. Only 12 hours too late.
More like a sudden hormone surge. What was her name again?
Brittany, I can't let her see me like this.
Oh, she's a teenager, for goodness sake. She'll be used to a bit of acne.
You don't know her. She's the most perfect, beautiful girl on the planet. She won't want to dance with a cyclops.
It's nearly 10 hours before the ball. It might have shrunk a bit by then.
No way. I can feel it growing. It hurts to frown. 10 hours' time will look like the first human unicorn.
But it's not a fancy dress ball.
We're talking about the Brittany Walton. I mean, I'm not even cool, but for some reason she likes me. What do I get? One-way ticket to Zitville.
Oh, come on, Nick. You're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Go on, laugh. I know my fate, I know my destiny. My name's Nick Harrison and my life is pus. Literally.
Flat white, was it?
Black.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Snap out of it, Lionel. What's on your mind?
Guess.
Kirsty,
Yep.
you can't derive your self-esteem from the way someone else feels about you.
Why not?
Because it's pathetic, it's codependent, and it's a recipe for wallowing.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I read it in Psychology Today.
I mean, we had a nice chat last night.
But
But, well, with Greg hanging around again.
don't be a drongo, he's no competition for you.
Well, Grace, just the person we've been looking for.
Really?
Got an emergency. Bad hair day.
What happened?
I slept with rollers in to get that older bouffant look, and it went all frizzy and horrible.
I don't know where she gets vanity from. Well, maybe I do. I'm just told her to scrape it back into a bun. No one will notice.
I am not wearing a bun to the school ball. What century do you think this is?
What is wrong with a bun?
Grace, can't you fix it?
Well, not with these surgeons' hands. But I could call my hairdressers.
Yeah, I'd just die if I looked like a total geek for Nick.
I don't know why you're wearing a balaclava. You're just drawing attention to yourself.
It's perfectly natural.
So's Rangatoto.
What's with the hat?
I need surgery.
Well, there's surgery and there's miracles, Nick. We can't all be gorgeous.
We can't all be midgets.
Touchy.
You're a receptionist, so recept. I need a doctor.
I don't know what a doctor can do that a dab of toothpaste and a bit of lemon juice can't achieve.
I don't want quackery. I want latest up-to-the-minute technology.
What's wrong with him?
Nothing you need to know about.
Acne, social death.
Oh, you've got a pimple.
Let the media, why don't you?
Chill out, Nick. You're not the first.
This one is a little bigger than usual.
How big?
Hey, remember me, the patient? This is a medical emergency.
Look, calm down. Stress is not good for skin problems. Now sit down and wait your turn.
But
Zit or no zit, sit.
Hello. Didn't expect to see you in today.
Oh, that's the joys of trading your way out of trouble. You don't have to worry about a social life. Since when have Saturdays been a day off anyway?
True.
Still, one bright spot on the week. The management committee has fizzled out nicely.
I wouldn't write Marge off just yet. She's still very determined.
Iron in the soul.
Besides, these things have a habit of not fizzling out. They just lie quietly simmering.
You think so?
Yes. And then suddenly one day, whoosh, over they boil. A clever employer might find a way for his workers to let off some of that steam.
Pressure valve.
If you like.
Clever employer, you say? Wonder where we might find one of those at this stage of the game.
Meredith!
Chris!
Am I just being paranoid or are you avoiding me?
Oh, why would I do that?
Well, I never got that visit you promised me yesterday.
Oh, busy. You know what it's like in this place. Back 5 minutes and already I feel like a pack horse.
Well, I'll forgive you so long as we can share a meal tonight.
Tonight?
Even as we speak, the bolly chills and the crayfish frolics happily in the freezer.
I don't think it's such a good idea, Chris.
Oh, you're right. I should get fresh. Frozen's pretty tacky, isn't it?
I don't mean the crayfish.
What then?
You. Me. Well, this thing.
English, Meredith.
Our relationship, or whatever you like to call it. It's the timing. It's all wrong.
The timing is perfect. You're just nervous, and so am I, for God's sake. I'm terrified. We've been building up to this for years. We can't spend the rest of our lives running away from it.
It's just that right now...
Right now what?
I've got another patient waiting. Sorry, I've got to go.
Oh, I see.
What do you think?
Definitely an inflamed pustular sebaceous cyst.
What does that mean?
Very big pimple.
Oh, no kidding. And here I was thinking I had the Starship Enterprise growing out of my face.
Look, I don't know if there's a lot I can do for you, Nick.
Well, what about that whizzy laser stuff? Can't you just nuke it?
Well, it doesn't quite work like that. Can't you just wear a plaster or something?
And look like a complete nerd? No thanks.
Well, what about a headband?
No, I don't care what it takes. I just want you to get rid of it. I mean, do something. Do anything.
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 Okay, I'll call in the experts.
Do it.
Why can't he just leave me alone? Am I wearing a sign that says warners without a life apply here? Whatever we had, if anything, it's over. Finished. Why can't he just let it go?
Well, he's persistent, I'll give him that.
Persistent? He's a limpet.
I went through a similar thing. Some people just don't seem to know when the show is over.
Let me guess, a little social worker student at Massey by any chance?
Guy did have some problems adjusting to change. That didn't actually mean him. No, I've chalked up a few messy breakups since then, unfortunately. I've had front row seats at a few more.
Oh, like your friend Heather?
Exactly. Her husband was disqualified from driving, incidentally.
I should hope so. Maybe someone else should be disqualified from relationships.
Oh, for Chris, that'd be cruel and unusual punishment.
I wasn't thinking of him, I was thinking of me.
Surely not.
Oh, you don't think I'd make a good nun?
I think you'd make a stunning nun. But it'd be cruel and unusual punishment for everyone else.
What is it with you, me and the Warners? We've both broken up with Guy, and we're both being pursued by Dr. Smooth.
Yeah, along with thousands of others.
So what was it we decided about my life again?
Oh, definitely not a convent. Stick to the usual cliches. Fresh pastures, new horizons, blah, blah.
I'll buy that for $1. Thank you, Nurse Flynn.
Anytime, Dr. Fleming.
So what happens now?
Won't be long. The specialist will be here any minute.
Do whatever it takes, so long as there's not too much scarring.
Well, we'll do our very best. Right, shall we get started?
What about anaesthetic?
Don't worry, Nick. This won't hurt a bit.
Kirsty, what's she doing here?
You're in the very best possible hands.
I'm an expert in complexion camouflage. Oh, that is a biggie, isn't it? I haven't got any latex, but I'll see what I can do.
Is Mrs. Darcy here yet, Marge?
She's just gone to the pharmacy. She shouldn't be long.
Okay. Oh, I heard a rumour that you're tripping the light fantastic tonight.
Romance is not dead.
Morning, Meredith.
Hi, Michael.
Marge, what is this overwhelming desire you had to stir up trouble?
I beg your pardon?
All I am getting from my staff is constant carping and complaining about nurses' uniforms. Now, if you've got a gripe in future, could you come to me instead of single-handedly trying to start World War III?
What a cheek! I didn't even mention uniforms.
Oh, they've got a point.
It was Kirsty and some of those others.
Oh, I don't blame them. I'm glad I don't have to wear one.
Powder. Okay, that should just about do it. Mara. Say hello to the new look, Nick Harrison.
Hey, I can hardly see it, apart from the bump.
Now, if you feel the need for a touch-up, just dab a bit of this on and blend it in, all right?
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, Dr. Knight. It's the best job of protuberance dissimulation I've seen in a long time.
Thank you, Dr. Corn, medicine woman, but it's not over yet.
It's not?
It's not that often I get a case this challenging. I think we're going to have to go for the full makeover.
What?
A little mascara, the right kind of eyeshadow, and we can work wonders.
No way.
Yes, way.
Just lie back and think of Brittany, Nick. We're just trying to help you be the best that you can be.
So, what time do you call this?
15:15 public transport.
You came by bus.
Yeah, what's so funny?
Nothing, nothing.
I'm just doing my bit for the environment.
Oh, right, that explains the leather.
Hey, it was bad enough having to sell the bike. I'm not parting with this. Besides, the chicks are a plus when you go by bus.
I would have helped pay for the funeral if you'd asked.
Yeah, well, now that you mention it,
My checkbook's back at work.
Ah, babe, you know me, strictly cash.
Look, that's not what I asked you here to talk about.
Well, you don't mind me crashing on your couch for a few more days, do you?
Do I get a choice?
Well, since we're related, no.
Can we get something straight? We have this tenuous brother-sister connection, which means you get to crash on my couch as of right?
Right.
So by the same logic, I'm therefore entitled to interfere in your life and tell you what to do.
As always. But will I take any notice?
You will this time. Kirsty and Lionel.
Not Kermit again.
Shut up. Look, what are you playing at?
I'm picking up where I left off. What's the big deal?
Isn't it obvious? They had something really good going before you rolled into town. Something very good, and you are messing it up.
Not guilty. Kirsty's a big girl, big enough to choose what and who she wants. I just happened to be there.
Just leave Kirsty alone, Greg. I mean it.
We're not going to take this sort of high-handed treatment lying down. I mean, who the hell does he think he is?
The director of the clinic, I suspect.
Well, that's as may be. But if I want to express an opinion about the uniforms, which I don't, but if I did, I'll certainly do so.
Well, no one mentioned any new uniforms to me. I mean, who's the phantom uniform hater anyway?
Oh, I might have said something in passing. Well, I mean, they're not exactly high on my list of fashion favourites.
Frumpy springs to mind.
Depends how you wear them.
Well, blue potato sacks, I've always thought. Of course, uniforms are nothing but a tool of oppression, designed to stifle individuality and keep the workers downtrodden.
And here I was thinking they were just so I didn't get my own clothes dirty.
Well, there is the practical aspect. But the main thing is we should not be forced to wear something we don't like.
Marge, you don't have to wear them.
I'm speaking on behalf of my fellow health workers, Guy. Meredith, you'll back me up, won't you?
On what?
The uniforms, of course.
A fetching ensemble in industrial blue. They're made of 100% polycotton and feature sleeves and buttons. Close, but no, quite. You think not? Oh, dull, sweetie, dull.
Well, that's it. Time for action. The voice of the people has spoken, and we will not rest until victory is achieved. Tin Bum, here we come.
Come on, Annie. Come and help me lift Mr. Shaw.
What is all this voice of the people stuff with Marge?
Oh, didn't you know Marge is now a card-carrying communist?
A Catholic and a communist. Is that possible?
Yeah. Look at the Italians. Speaking of strange bedfellows, any developments with you and Chris?
Well, I hope Nick didn't take up too much of Grace's time.
Acne can be a very traumatic experience in a young person's life. Surely you can remember that.
Don't get up. I'm just here to inform you that an urgent meeting to set up the new management committee will be forthcoming.
Urgent? You mean tonight?
I mean next week.
Oh, well, let me know what happens, if anyone turns up this time, that is.
Oh, there will be people there. We now know what you're up to, Michael.
You do?
Mm-hmm. And we won't stand for it. Dissatisfaction with uniforms is a burning issue among the staff, and we will not be dictated to.
Is that a fact?
It is. And we intend to take it all away.
Oh, well, if you're going to force the issue, then I don't have any choice. I will be at the meeting.
Well, thank you for your cooperation. You will be informed of the time and venue.
What on earth?
That was the staff letting off steam. I call it the politics of inclusion.
Ah, Lionel, just the chef we're looking for.
Oh, sorry, the kitchen's closed.
Look, we don't want you to cook, stupid. I've got to work tonight, and Guy here needs a date. His shout.
It is? Yeah, of course it is. So what do you reckon, Skaggins? Let's paint the town red.
Not sure I'm in the mood.
Oh, come on, get in the mood.
I saw you with Greg before.
Oh, yeah, he practically stood me up for lunch, the swine.
Kirsty told me about his mother.
Yeah, well, he might seem pretty hard, but he actually was quite devastated.
Yeah, I suppose when you're faced with a situation like that, you could easily can a dinner engagement, put you off your food.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you reckon, Chinese, Italian?
Kirsty told me she needed to comfort him. Well, she didn't tell me what she did with the rest of the evening.
Mexican. I could really go margarita.
Yeah, absolutely sounds fine. Great, Lionel.
Of course, when two people are feeling vulnerable, especially ex-lovers, anything could happen, couldn't it?
Well, not necessarily.
I mean, I'm sure she would have told me. I mean, Kirsty's too honest not to. But it's just nagging away at me.
Oh, don't torment yourself, mate.
Well, don't you know if he stayed the night?
No.
Wouldn't know. But...
But what?
Well, you know, the way she whacked him one, I doubt it.
No, she wouldn't, would she? Gotta feel awful thinking thoughts like that.
Yeah, awful.
Wow,
Hi, Rachel.
you look sensational.
So do you.
Yeah, right. Come in.
You're walking sort of. You could come.
Call me vain, but a ball dress and orthopaedic shoes is not a good look.
Oh, I don't care what you wear. At least you'd be there with me.
I'm not cut out to be a wallflower. I just get depressed and be a pain, and you'd be running away from me.
I brought you a corsage.
Oh, that's lovely. Have a nice time at the ball.
I won't.
So how are things with Lionel?
Can we not talk about it?
Fine by me.
Thanks. It's just that things seem a bit out of control at the moment.
So does Lionel, without talking about it, does he make things better or worse?
I don't know. I mean, I feel really safe with Lionel, you know.
Safe? I thought you guys had fun.
Oh, no, we do. I mean, we get on really well. We meet people. We laugh a lot.
But?
Exactly the big but. Oh, great. My conscience just arrived.
Kirst, fancy seeing you here.
Fancy?
I'll cut straight to the chase. I've got to go back to work, but Guy's outside in the car with a certain young man.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And they're on the prowl for exotic food of some sort, so why don't you join them? Grace?
Love to, but I've got to get back to the gulag.
And on a Saturday night, you need a social life, girl. Kirst?
No, I planned an early night.
Well, it's still early. And that certain young man in the car could do with some company and a bit of cheering.
Yeah, I get the message, Carmen. You think I'm scum of the earth, don't you? Well, guess what? You're right, I am. Are you happy now?
I didn't know it was there. I couldn't tell.
There is a God, and her name is Kirsty.
I take it that life is now worth living. Where would we be without the miracles of makeup?
It's not makeup. It's a scientifically formulated cover-up compound.
Don't worry, Nick. Your secret's safe with me.
Well, it better be, because this pimple is gone and the night is young.
Well, just make sure you look after Minnie. The perfect gentleman, remember?
Did you have to remind me? I'd forgotten about the turd factor.
Nick.
Okay, I said I'd take her. And that's just what I'll do. Through the door. She can look after herself after that.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, there's teachers and chaperones and stuff.
Well, I do.
Oh, far out.
Ah, do you look 20 years younger?
At least.
Well, if I turn a few heads, Nick will have to be held responsible.
Might have to call out the riot squad.
I had no idea my son had such an eye for fashion.
Yeah, well, it just sort of spoke to me from the rack.
You wearing makeup?
No, what do you think I am?
Must be the light.
Oh, probably. But the pimple's a shadow of his former self. What did Dr. Kwan do?
Drugs. Mega powerful ones.
Oh, incredible.
Gotta get ready. Preen the bod for the babes.
Marshmallows for your cocoa as promised, madam.
Thank you. And what videos did you get?
High heels and misery.
You're joking.
I'm joking. Oh my goodness, is that a corsage I see?
Oh, your best friend at Olson's Dry Cleaning is sorry you're not going to make it to the ball. You will be missed, apparently.
I hope she falls into a vat of cleaning chemicals.
Rachel, you do not have to sit here and suffer. Wear your track shoes.
I can strap up your foot. You'll be fine.
Why didn't I just wear my school uniform or Dad's suit? You wouldn't mind, would you?
Mind what?
Brilliant.
You look very smart, Laurie.
Feel like James Bond.
Hello, Laurie.
My goodness. You made me forget my lines. Ah, yes. Would you do me the honour of accompanying me for a glass of champagne before we attend the ball?
That'd be lovely.
In that case, lovely lady, your carriage awaits.
Night, Jen.
See you later.
Oh, Minnie.
Sit. Good night, Jen.
Night. Hello, Minnie.
Hi.
You look gorgeous. Nick!
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late. It's the taxi's fault.
You're not late at all. Anyway, it's fashionable.
Hello, Nick. You look really handsome.
Yeah.
Is that makeup you're wearing? That's so cool.
Get real. What do you take me for?
We'd better go. I've only got $10 left and the meter's running.
Okay.
Have a good time, you two.
Are you going to tell us to behave ourselves?
I don't think I need to.
Bye, Miss Harrison.
Haven't I seen you here before?
Which floor?
Oh, anyone will do. How about here?
Oh, I don't believe this. Not again.
We have all our best conversations in the lift.
Third time unlucky, Chris.
You're amazing.
And you're getting annoying.
You're stubborn, irrational, neurotic, and completely wonderful. I'm in love with you, Meredith.
Oh, look, it's the wrong time, the wrong place, the wrong everything.
The only thing wrong with it is you not admitting how right it is.
Oh, what part of no don't you understand?
You say it, but you don't feel it.
I'm not interested in a relationship with you.
You mean you're prepared to throw away everything?
Oh, what am I throwing away?
This is our chance. I can't believe you'd let us screw it up.
I'll believe it. And next time, take the stairs.
Well, it's not our money, but it'll do the job.
Why my suit?
Because I don't have one, of course.
I love that suit.
I know, Daddy dear, but it's a sacrifice for a good cause.
Well, that's it. Finished. OK, Cinders. Looks like you're going to that ball.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I think I might get a large dog with lots of big, sharp teeth.
Oh, dear.
Chris, I can't even leave my exam room without being tracked down by him. What do I have to do to get him to back off?
The truth might do it.
I've just spelled it out in big neon letters with bells on the whole bit.
Well, then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be taking it out on you. It's probably my fault anyway. Should have steered well clear of him in the first place.
Yeah, come on, Meredith. He's a big boy. If he can't accept your friendship and leave it at that, it's his problem.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should have an affair with someone. Then maybe he'd get the picture.
That'd probably do the trick.
Trouble is, there's no one left around here to have one with.
I don't know about that. What about me?
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see.